Today we're going to make this delicious icing. Today I'm going to make buttercream. This is a buttercream frosting, or if you prefer to call it buttercream icing. It's the same thing, two different names. People will argue, no, this is this and that's that. No, it's icing, it's frosting, whatever you want to call it. This beautiful icing that I want to show you today, this is called buttercream. It's delicious, number one. Number two, it's not hard to make if you follow the right little steps, okay? It's just a matter of doing things in the right order, the right way. And when they're done the right way, you get this fantastic, smooth, creamy product to spread over your cake. And if you do it just right, it'll be so delicious, you'll enjoy that more than the cake. Folks, let me show you how I like to make buttercream. Hang on, before we get in the kitchen though, remember, down in the description box there, you're going to find the recipe, you're going to find link to my website, as well as to Texas Cooking Today, also my other channel, which is Chef Trotters Tips. There's a lot of stuff in there, so take a look at that if you would please. Drop a comment down below if you enjoy this. And let's get in the kitchen right now and get busy making some wonderful buttercream. Come on. Decided that I wanted to make a buttercream frosting video, and I figured, well, I guess I need a cake to spread it on, don't I? So here we are. It's morning time. I've just finished cleaning up and trying to get things sorted out and ready in my kitchen. And figured, well, better get busy cooking a cake. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to start out the way a cake should start. Get some butter. Just going to rub down this dish real good. Get a little bit of flour in there. Doesn't take a whole lot. I'm going to cover my pan and shake this out in the sink. So making the cake, not so difficult, it's just a basic cake recipe. And a basic cake recipe starts with, we have to, by the way, sift everything. I'm going to start with a couple of cups of flour. I want to make this a chocolate cake. If I was just going to do plain vanilla, I would leave the cocoa out, put in about 3 teaspoons of vanilla, and I'd have a very vanilla-y cake. Okay. Most of what I have left is dry ingredient. I want to put just a little bit of cinnamon in this. I find that cinnamon in a chocolate cake, and that's about a half a teaspoon, bam, right there. Cinnamon in a chocolate cake really just seems to set it off in a unique way. It gives that little background flavor that doesn't jump out at you, but it just says there's something slightly different about this cake, and it's delicious. Okay, so this is pretty simple. Got some vanilla. I'll put a teaspoon of that in there, a couple of eggs. I'm going to have to melt that butter, but this, okay, everything's ready. I have melted some butter. Got water ready. 2 eggs are cracked here. I guess I could shake and open my vanilla. Let me tell you something. When it comes to, oh God, that smells good. When it comes to Mexican vanilla, the vanillas from Mexico, the stuff is really good, but it isn't processed quite as much as the vanilla that we make in the United States. It's a little more raw and has a little more just natural vanilla flavor because of it. Alright, so I'll go ahead and put my eggs in this well I made down here. I don't know if that's going to make much difference. Get my water in there. There we go. Get the butter in there. And that was 3/4 of a cup of butter, 1 cup of water. Keep that around. About a teaspoon to 2 teaspoons of vanilla, looked like 2. Yeah, sometimes I just wing it. I sure do. Break those yolks and get it stirred up. Go ahead and just get all that right in there. So my oven is still heating. This can sit for a few minutes, it won't hurt it. I'm gonna kind of level it out just a little bit. Cake's ready to go in the oven. As soon as that cools after it's cooked, well, we'll be off and making icing. That's what the video is really about, okay? Buttercream frosting is as simple as butter. Okay, we're going to use butter. We're going to cream it. We're going to work some powdered sugar into that. We're going to flavor it with some vanilla. I've also got some almond extract over here. And folks, what you're not seeing here is some cream. I'm going to be putting a little bit of cream in this also. And that is just to give it a little bit of ability to flow, or kind of a smooth texture, you might say. And it takes very, very little of it. It's very simple. This is buttercream. Before we jump into making this, let me mention to you when it comes to choices of items for your mixer. Now, if you have the kind of mixer that has double beaters, that will work great for this. The whole idea is to work air into the butter. We're going to work a lot of air into the butter. In fact, we're going to double the bulk of the butter. Implements that do it faster, well, a whisk will do that faster. It'll get more air into that butter in a short period of time than the paddle will. However, the paddle will do the job also. Either way will work on this. This one just takes a little longer to get the same exact results. Okay, so don't lose sleep over which one you go with. They both work. I'm going to use the whisk for mine. To get this taken care of, let me start by getting my bowl out and getting butter in there. As you can see, we're whipping up that butter. I want to do this until it is doubled in bulk. I need to scrape the bowl a couple of times as I do it, and then on slow speed we'll work in that sugar. That'll be the next step. Oh, that is beautiful. Right there, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. It has doubled in bulk. It is now almost white in color. That's what I'm looking for. When I get this kind of condition, it's time to start working in that sugar. And then once I get my sugar worked in and get it sweet to the point I want it, then I will start adding other items. Now, the important thing is here, getting it sweet to where you want it. There's not a certain distinct amount of sugar. You're going to make it as sweet as you like yours to be. I don't like mine cloying sweet. Other people do. So I back off of my sugar a little bit. Now, let's get on with this. This is so fun. I have my sugar incorporated, and I'm just now scraping down the bowl for the last time, making sure that I get all of those ingredients mixed well. After that, I'm going to cream it again to smooth it and make it a nice soft velvety texture, and then I'm going to get on with adding the flavors that I want this to have, and we'll work those in, and then if needed, if the texture requires it, we will start adding cream. Well, I'm finished making my beautiful buttercream. I'm just getting what I need out of my beaters here. Now, this is one of those times, you know, I always tell my viewers, hey, don't let the kids lick the beaters, you know, because egg and batter and stuff like that. In this case, there's no egg. There's nothing bad here. Let them lick the beater, all right? It's a perfect okay time to do that. And that is a kid's delight right there. This time I decided I wanted big slices. So I'm making myself some big slices. The quantity of what I used today, I started with a half a pound of butter, which is basically 1 cup of butter, all right? Now we cream that until it doubles in volume. I also used just a little bit of cream. Now you just put this in 1 spoon at a time, and it is to get that texture to the point that you're looking for. Something smooth and easy to spread is what you're looking for, and it doesn't take much. Okay, so 1 spoon at a time on this, and that can be a pretty small spoon, teaspoon to a tablespoon. All right, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of almond extract, and on the powdered sugar up to 1 pound of the powdered sugar. And that's also called confectioner sugar. And so there's different names for it. It's just powdered sugar, folks. Go with that. It's as simple as what you've seen. Now let's take a look at the finished product. Okay, let's come on out of there and don't cause me any problems. Come on now, come on up. Come to Papa. Oh yes. Well, it ain't perfect, but it is darn close to it. Look at that. A topping like that should be celebrated. Of all of the icings, to me, buttercream is king of all of them. The flavor is just off the hook good. Well, it's kind of hard to go wrong with butter, right? Well, thank you very much for watching. Please take a look right down under here at the description box. You're going to see links for Texas Cooking Today, all of my recipes. You'll also see links for my website, which is S.A.Trotter.com. That's S.A.Trotter Arts, and Texas Cooking Today is a project of S.A.Trotter Arts. So if you would take a look, you're going to find my merchandise for Texas Cooking Today there, as well as my recipes. And thank you very much for watching this video. Please drop a comment in the box down there. Give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, well, why not? Go ahead, do it. Good recipes. Thank you.